The name of Jesus. There is a name, a name, a name above all names, all names, all names. The name of Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Got power in it. Oh yeah, there's power in it. You know the name, the name, the name. There's things